Ladies and gentlemen, X39 is a very sophisticated medical device, yet it's simple to explain. The testimonials of X39 are often life-changing and somewhat emotional. The best thing about this product, it absolutely works. And you're about to hear a fascinating testimonial from our dear friend, Peggy Hayes from Central Ohio. Peggy, if you wouldn't mind coming on camera, uh, bring on your microphone, share with us who introduced you to X39 and a little bit about what was going on in your body beforehand. I think you're also going to talk about your son, but what has this beautiful technology done for the Hayes family? Peggy?
Well, it gave me back life.
Mm,
It truly did give me back life. Hopefully I don't lose you because we got a storm going through.
you're good.
Okay. Um, in March of 2000,
She froze. Come on, Peggy.
because I'd fought issues for years. Thought I was going to the best place. It was advertised all over the country. Um, well, there was a issue. They cut into my spinal cord. And things didn't go well after that. Are you still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. It keeps flashing telling me I got a poor internet at the moment. So 2017, we had the bad surgery, and they didn't tell me at the time. About 4 years later, I started having more issues. And with it, I got to the point where my right leg wasn't working at all. I actually had to lift it to get into a car, lift it to get out. I was using a cane. So I went and seen another specialist. And at that time, they had already done an MRI. He pulled the MRI up and he is sitting there shaking his head. And he said, there's nothing else we can do. You have an internal stimulator. We can put you on X, which I didn't really care to have. It was another one of those things you have to pop with water. Um, but he said, that's it. Don't stop moving. Never stop moving. Well, what happens when your leg doesn't want to move? And every day, you know there's going to be pain. You don't know where the pain's going to be. You don't know how intense it's going to be, how long it's going to be. You don't know what that day is going to be like. So you stand up and hope you can walk. And I, from 2007 to 2020, I lost 5 family members, immediate family members. And everybody says, things happen for a reason. Well, I understand what the Lord was doing because I worked 60 hours a week. So he knew he had to do something to make me quit working, because in March of 2017, I learned who my biological father was, and I have a relationship with him. Here's 9 months. He passed. I would have never gotten that relationship if I continued to work. And then I also took care of 2 of my sisters, my mother, that all passed away, and then a very dear aunt to me that was like a best friend. And I was still taking care of my stepdad, which he had issues 2 months before he passed away without pain. So that winter, 23, 24 was really, really ugly, really dark, because I'd always battled this other issue before, and it got worse. It got worse to the point that I would wake up and say, Lord, why you got me here? Why am I still here? And I had lost one family member to addiction. And I'm thinking, I know what it's like, and I won't take the pain medication. I refused. So I just pushed through, and to the point that I just didn't know. I gave up. I was done. But God had a bigger plan. Lorinda Hayes calls me on February 29th. It was a leap year. And on March 1st, I put the first patch on. And the very next day, I was so lethargic. I wanted to sleep the whole day. And I thought, oh, I can't do this. But your body heals. Because within 4 days, I got up one morning and I stood up and I had no pain whatsoever. It was gone. Now, I can't tell you that's going to happen every day, because I sometimes I overdo myself because I forget that my body isn't as young as it used to be. And the next day I might not move as fast. But I totally, completely got my life back. And when we started these, there was a couple other reasons that I said, we got to do this. Number one, my husband's got a family history. We lost his dad to huge memory issues. It was hard. It was ugly, and I don't want my husband or my kids to go through that. So I thought, this could help there too. But I have a son who was 30 minutes east of a major city as a police officer. He was down there a year and a half, and he started having anxiety. He was still single, down there by himself. Emergency room visits 2-3 times a week. You could count on them. And we told him to come home. And he came home, and honestly, to watch him go into one of these attacks, he would sit and just squeeze his Bible and say, please, God, Dad, can't you help me? I feel like I'm dying. The X39 is number one in our book, because that child doesn't go through, he's not a child, he's 41 years old. He doesn't go through that anymore. He doesn't go to the ER. He doesn't take things that they prescribe. He got his life back too. And for us, that was more rewarding than me being out of pain, was see my son not have to deal with that again. So I'm telling anybody and everybody, X39, I don't care what you're going through, put it on your body, because it's going to make a big difference. I ran into my niece a few weeks ago, who is now a brand partner, because she looked at me and asked me if I found the fountain of youth. I'm like, yeah, right. I don't know what she wanted that day, but she's a brand partner now. So she's going to go somewhere. So got any questions? Anybody wants to talk to me anytime, feel free to give me a call.
Wow. Peggy Hayes, that was amazing. And I failed to mention, you're a director with LifeWave, so this is providing a financial answer to prayer for your family as well.
It is, because my sister's going through a rough time, and I've actually been able to basically support her.
Oh, praise the Lord. That is awesome. Peggy, thank you for sharing your heart. I could see the emotion in your eyes, and I know the audience could feel it too. So that was absolutely incredible. Thank you, dear. God bless you and the Hayes. Yeah, for sure. That's why we're screaming it from the rooftops. So, wow. We'll have you back another time, and just wanted to say thank you. Go Bucks, and
go Bucks.
If you could mute and share your close your video, that'd be great. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, seriously, this is why we do this. I do this every Monday night just to hear stories like that. And like I said, they're often very emotional. This is absolutely worth $3.37 a day. There are more, hundreds more testimonials at thisisitinfo.com. That is our main informational website. It's not going to capture any of your personal data. You can